On 5 News, COVID crackdown. Gatherings of... We'll have the details of what you can and can't do. Also tonight, restrictions are back. After a rise in COVID cases, more than 8,000 since Sunday, the government has announced a change in the rules in England. From Monday, it's illegal to have social gatherings of more than 6 people, either outside or in. It'll apply to people meeting in parks, pubs and restaurants, but the restrictions don't apply to schools or workplaces. In the last hour, Boris Johnson said, "I wish we didn't have to take this step, but it's necessary." Julian Drucker reports that the fastest way to track coronavirus is to have an effective testing system. But there have been reports of worried people either not getting tests or having to drive hundreds of miles to get one, or if they do get tested, their results being held up in labs. Today, the Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer challenged the Prime Minister to explain what was going on and what is holding things up. Our chief news correspondent Tessa Chapman reports. Up now with our political editor Andy Bell. And Andy, you've been hearing a bit more about the thinking behind this government decision. What can you tell us about it? This new phrase, the rule of 6, how long do you think they'll implement that rule for? Yeah, and an update too on the testing system we've been hearing about. What did the PM say about that? Well, as coronavirus cases rise again, scientists are under pressure to develop a vaccine to curb the pandemic. But now a key trial at Oxford University has been put on hold after one of its volunteers reported a side effect. Danny Sinha joins me now. And Danny, what more do we know about this?
Well, we understand a British...
All right, Danny, thanks very much. So, those restrictions on gatherings, which are happening next Monday. Bring you back to today, though, and thousands of horse racing fans were allowed to gather in Doncaster for the famous St Leger Festival. It had been billed as a key part of the welcome back to spectator sport. But as Peter Lane reports from Doncaster, the moment didn't last very long. Coming up on 5 News, the urgent plea after the break. Welcome back. Now, many of us have had to put things on hold this year because of coronavirus, but for thousands of people waiting for an organ donation, that delay could be the difference between life and death. The waiting times are higher now than at any time in the past 5 years. And despite her kidneys failing, one woman told 5 News it will be at least October before she can be added to the transplant list, and probably much longer until a donor is found. Jessica Savage reports. The largest migrant camp in Greece has been completely destroyed by fire. The Moira facility. Finally, could dogs be a game changer in the fight against coronavirus? Well, that's exactly the term the Duchess of Cornwall used today as she saw for herself the progress they're making. Medical detection dogs are being trained to recognise the odour of the virus in humans. And if successful, they could be used at UK airports by Christmas. Helena Carter reports. Amazing animals, aren't they? Now let's hear from Catherine Jones. She's here to tell us what's coming up on 5 News tonight. Hi there, Catherine.
Hi, Sean.
Look forward to it. Thank you very much. That is it, though. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.